Welcome back to Carib 21, wherever in the Caribbean or in the diaspora you're watching from. So today I have some exciting news coming out of the beautiful Spice Island of Grenada. And this news that I'm talking about today is brought to you by the GBN local news in Grenada. And this is about the Maurice Bishop International Airport, the new upgrade, the $67 million upgrade of the Maurice Bishop Airport. So, let's talk about it. Okay, so the $67 million upgrade and expansion of the Maurice Bishop International Airport in the beautiful Spice Island of Grenada, this is a big deal. Not only a big deal for Grenada itself, but a big deal for the Caribbean, the region itself. And this is yet another example of collaboration with the government of China in terms of development in the Caribbean and in Africa. And a lot of times when we see these deals go through, there are always detractors that are saying that, look, be careful of the business that you do with China. But one of the things that I've realized is that China also does business with America, Canada. America is indebted to China more than any other country in the world, but no one says anything when America is doing business with China, when Canada is doing business with China, or any European countries doing business, getting loan from China. Why is it that the Caribbean and Africa is different? And so in this video, I want to just break down why this is a massive deal for Grenada, the upgrade of an expansion of the Maurice Bishop International Airport. So first, most of the airports like in the Eastern Caribbean, we have seen similar things in St. Vincent and the Grenadines with the Argyle International Airport. So for decades, like I'm someone that I love the Caribbean. I'm the type of person that instead of trying to go to Europe or to go to travel North America, every chance I get, I want to be in the Caribbean. But unfortunately, a lot of the Caribbean islands are not as accessible. And even to get there, it's very expensive. So I've always wanted to go to Grenada. But getting to Grenada has always been a challenge. You'd have to fly to Trinidad, fly to Barbados. And then you'd have to take a late airline, depending on where in the world you're coming from. Now with the upgrade of this airport, of the Maurice Bishop International Airport, more flights can head into Grenada. And one of the things when people are traveling for vacation, I know personally myself, I hate connected flight. If I can get like one straight flight, that is like a dream for me, getting a straight flight. I don't like to be getting off one plane, getting on another. I don't like small planes. Like back in the days when there's like late, like that was like a nightmare to try and go on one of those small planes. So this is a game changer. And the same thing, as I said, that we saw took place in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, when now you can get like a Air Canada, an American airline, a British Airway, and you can get a straight flight going into St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And that was something that would not have been possible like 10, 15 years ago. And this is the same thing now we're seeing with Grenada, that with the expansion of the airport, that many more flights are going to go in. The flights are going to be cheaper. And this is going to be like a boom for the tourism industry in the Spice Island of Grenada. Okay, so before I continue, let me share a press conference from the opening of the Maurice Bishop International Airport in the Spice Island of Grenada. And this is brought to you by GBN News, GBN local news in Grenada. Let's take a look.
The project was financed by the China Export-Import Bank to the tune of $67 million. Edgar Stevens, Chief Executive Officer of the Grenada Airports Authority, views the upgrades as a transformative initiative that marks a new chapter in the evolution of Grenada's aviation infrastructure.
The Czech project is more than just concrete, steel, and asphalt. It is a symbol of our collective ambition, a vision to elevate Grenada's connectivity, enhance our tourism potential, and provide our citizens and visitors with a world-class airport experience. From expanded runways and upgraded facilities to improve safety and operational efficiency, this project lays the foundation for decades of growth and opportunity.
The project was an undertaking by the China Harbour Engineering Company, which took approximately 4 years to complete. Calvin Lee, representing the China Harbour Engineering Company, said despite the many challenges and complexities faced since the inception of the project, safety and avoiding disruption to airport operations were the top priorities.
Despite of these challenges, our team remained commitment to safety, quality, and efficiency. We successfully completed key components, including the resurfacing of the runway and the shoulders, expansion of the aircraft apron, installing the upgrade navigation lighting system, renovation and expansion of the terminal to add new passenger boarding bridges, construction of a new emergency center and the external bypass road.
Prime Minister and Minister for Infrastructure, Civil Aviation and Transportation, Dickon Mitchell, lauded all stakeholders for their involvement in seeing this project come to fruition.
I want to place on record our appreciation to the government and people of China for financing this project through the Export-Import Bank of China. This was not an inexpensive project. The project is a $67.742 million US upgrade and rehabilitation project. And it tells us that major infrastructure, even in small island developing states, requires significant funding. And this was 100% funded through the Export-Import Bank of China. And so I place on record the government and people of Grenada's appreciation to the government and people of China through the Export-Import Bank for financing this project.
Okay, guys, so that was the report from GBN News Grenada. And as I said, this is a big deal for Grenada to the upgrade of the airport, the Maurice Bishop International Airport. And Grenada is one of the places on my list for 2025. I have Grenada and Trinidad and Tobago, my next 2 stops for this year in the Caribbean. And this is a big deal because now we heard some reports a few months ago, 2 months ago to be exact, that Air Canada is expanding in the Caribbean, and now they are going to be connecting to Grenada. They're going to have like 2 flights weekly going to Grenada. So the Canadian market is opening up and the American market is opening up. And that is a big deal because we're going to see, like, in the region, we have like between Canada, America, and the CARICOM region, we have over 500 million potential people that could visit. So just imagine if Grenada gets even like 1% or 0.5% of that 500 million, over 500 million potential people visiting the Spice Island. This is going to open up things for Grenada. And I am very excited about it, as you can tell. So guys, sound off in the comment section and let me know what are your thoughts about the Maurice Bishop International Airport, the expansion. And as you could see in those clips, like, it's a new airport. You know, gone are the days when you land in places in the Caribbean and stairs, they attach the stairs to the plane and you have to walk down on the runway and go in. Now you have like the bridges. You can just like connect to the bridge and it's like sophisticated first class, first world international airport we're seeing in the Caribbean now. And this is a good look for the Caribbean. So guys, sound off in the comment section and let me know your thoughts on this. Are you excited about this expansion, the newly renovated airport in Grenada, the Spice Island, Grenada? So let me know what your thoughts in the comment section, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing content. And remember, peace. I'm out.